we've touched upon before about Patrice Evra's comments about Manchester City and Pep Guardiola's approach.
Yeah.
Patrice Evra, by the way, says a lot of things, very active on social media and whatnot.
Yeah.
But he made the point that the reason that Pep's teams go out is because they lack individual personality. They lack players with big personality who are winners. Now, we've discussed this on the show and said, it's not really fair because it's not really true because obviously his teams went out when he had Manuel Neuer and Thomas Muller and,
True.
Those guys are big personalities, right?
Big personality.
But Pep responded to it.
Really, really, really brutally, I thought. I mean, I love it because exactly Pep, I think, can sometimes bite his tongue, not to be too brutal at times when he answers questions that he doesn't like. Sometimes you can tell by his face and the body language that he hates either the question or he even hates being there in front of you. And for Evra, you knew he was going to let it go, and especially after the disappointment of that Real Madrid defeat. And he basically said that when his team used to destroy Patrice Evra's team, which was quite often, to be fair, and especially in 2011 in that Champions League final at Wembley, then he could not see the leadership and the strong character of Patrice Evra on the pitch, which I think is a little bit petty.
It's petty. It's entirely unnecessary. What?
I don't think Pep, he's Pep Guardiola. He's one of the two greatest managers right now. Why do you answer Patrice Evra to start with, even if you disagree with the comments?
I think it denotes maybe a certain amount of nervousness, a certain amount of regret about the way this season. I still think he looks at his team.
He's being criticised overall, in general. I mean, no one likes it, I guess, but
because it doesn't happen very often. Because his team are so good. I mean, the easy answer for Patrice Evra, and Patrice, if you're watching, this is all you got to say is, but there were other players with big personalities. I wasn't talking about myself. I didn't have a big personality. Other guys with big personalities on my team, which there were, incidentally. I don't know. This whole personality, we hear this, take the game, player who takes the game by the scruff of the neck and blah, blah, blah. Again, to me, some of it is a little bit nonsense because I look at Kevin De Bruyne. He doesn't scream and shout. He doesn't go and make crazy tackles. He doesn't wave his arms. He does get red face because he's he's a little bit ginger and runs around a lot. But the man is playing with painkillers. The man is injured.
And he was not even on the pitch when Real Madrid scored their goals anyway. So
but leaving that aside.
I see what you mean.
He is a big personality.
Yeah, he is.
And there's different ways to be a big, assertive personality.
Yeah.
I think sometimes this whole dressing room leadership voodoo, it's not just in football, right? You get it in management too, right? About let's have the leaders of tomorrow and blah. You got good. If you're in the business world, I kind of think if you do your job, if you lead by example, if you stand up to be counted when it matters, and you put in the effort, and Kevin De Bruyne, I'm just singling him out, but I could single out others, puts in just as much effort as whoever you think the worst City player is. I mean, what more do you want? What are we talking about?
Yeah, I understand the leadership point, though, I have to say. It felt that defeat at the Bernabeu, and we said it on the show as well. I think they like being in control, and when they're not in control, they are a bit lost, to be fair, because that's what they taught, how to always be in control. And when that goes wrong, then I think they don't really know how to react. And also, I think the lack of leadership at times from within the pitch maybe explain the lack of reaction and how you concede. If you look at, they very often concede goals back-to-back in games.
Yes,
of that
you've talked about that. And I think that's true. I think there's an aspect there to that. I think it's a lot more complex than just saying Pep doesn't like leaders. But anyway, I've got my popcorn.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.